And once I went to my sister's place. At my sister's place, we have this much huge sofa. So one day my nephew, he stood on it and he was about to jump. But he's very smart. He's not jumping. He's looking at everybody's reaction first. Depending on their reaction, he will decide whether to jump or not. It is great that all of you are encouraging live stand-up comedy shows, because live shows are quite different from what you watch on Reels and YouTube, right? And Reels and YouTube, I don't know where you are watching from. You might be in the washroom, but commenting, Kanna. One guy literally told me in Vijayawada, okay, sir, every time I go to washroom, I watch your Reels. I lose track of time. Dude, don't. Bakwas, fellow. Just imagine I'm working hard and coming up with jokes and one guy is watching from washroom. That's my fantasy now. Bakwas. This joke only? I mean, I think you laughed a little. No, but that's okay. Whichever joke you understand, laugh within the show. Some people, what they do is they get the joke later. When they are in Sony World Junction, oh, that was a great joke. Laugh in the show. You are crying also. Wow, ma'am. I mean, I never thought I could make somebody cry. Yeah, cry. Yeah. Are you okay? Ma'am, you're okay? Ma'am, are you okay? Huh? What happened? Is something? Huh? CP. Such extreme audience. She can't stop crying. She can't stop sleeping. Okay, ma'am, I mean, sorry, in between you might hear some laughs. Okay, so last 2 years, a lot of good things have happened in my life. One good thing is that I started doing shows outside the country. Yeah, I mean, because of all of you, I mean, you supported, I thought, okay, everywhere people will support. So I kept going to every country. First country I went was Sri Lanka. The people are amazing there. I went to that's one of the most beautiful countries I visited in my life, okay? Because that's the first country, So I still haven't seen other countries. But it's so beautiful. Like if you are a beach person, beach is there. If you are a mountain person, mountain. And I went to a lot of other countries, I went to Malaysia. Malaysia was crazy because in Malaysia, for the first time in my life, I performed for non-Asians. Not just non-Indians, non-Asians. UK, US, Australia, I don't even know where they are from. Everywhere, like, they look same only, So, and usually in my shows, I talk to people, right? So there were a few people who are talking, sitting in the front row. I spoke to them, sir, what is your name? So that guy said something. I did not understand. And if people don't understand what the other person said, we usually say, good name. And then there was another person, okay, I asked that guy, what is your name? He also said something. Now I thought, okay, I will ask everybody until I know one name which I know. I asked one more lady, what is your name? She was like, Michelle. This I know. Michelle, I think all of us know because of, one guy. Yeah. So I told her, ma'am, if I turn back, I look like Obama. I mean, that was the only joke which worked in Malaysia. I came back. So, and another good thing which happened in the last 2 years is that my role models have changed. Previously, my role models used to be people who have done something in their lives. Now, my role models are those people who are happy. Happiness is very tough, don't you think so? No? Being happy is very tough. And if you tell somebody that I am happy, they will become sad. We are living in that situation. We can't do anything. A lot of us on Instagram, somebody goes to Europe, we like it, but inside we are like, this guy went to Europe. This guy went to Europe. He can't even pronounce some words, he went to Europe. Like this, we are thinking like that, okay, most of us. And when I asked this question, how many of you are single? Give me a chair. How many of you are single? Okay, how many of you are married? Give me a chair. See, when single people shouted, no, all the married people are like, we used to be happy like that. And when married people shouted, no, when will we get married? Some of you won't, don't worry. That's the thing about happiness. No? The moment you compare your happiness with somebody else, the happiness is gone. That's why now my role models are people who are happy. My grandmother, very happy. 75 years, grandfather died, very happy. She was like, now I will live my life. Okay, after 1 year she died, we are happy. It's a beautiful, happy family we have. And one set of people I have a huge respect for because they are always happy, they are the kids. Kids, they are always happy because they don't know the consequences. No? They don't know that there will be something called life, engineering, job, boss, HR, all these things. They don't know. They're just happy. They're just roaming everywhere. Like if you go to any family function, I go to all family functions because that's the place where you find every age group. Old people are there. Children are there. In middle, everybody is there. And I always go there. Recently, I was invited to this one family function. Before you deliver, they do this, right? Baby shower. Okay. So one lady goes, hey, we are doing baby shower. You have to come at 6 o'clock in the morning. Dude, for your baby, why will I shower? I'll come by lunchtime or breakfast. I'll eat and go. I went breakfast time, and in all this function, usually children will be there, kids. They all have a group discussion, and they decide, let's run. Why are we running? It doesn't matter. Let's run. Let's run everywhere. We have to find out which corner what is there. Every kid is running everywhere. Some kids are licking everything. Nobody cares. They don't know. You are standing talking. One kid goes like this. And he goes and tells the other kid, I went through uncle's legs. And like, I'll also do it. Now 2 kids are coming behind you. And you should be very careful. Otherwise, you are just like little out of wavelength. No? They'll just go like this and say, yes, uncle. So now I'm walking like this everywhere. Like this. So and I was, having lunch. Okay, obviously that's the main goal I went for. Okay, I was having lunch. So one kid came, took the Mysore pak from my plate. I thought, okay, maybe the kid likes it. Looks at me and throws it like this. Why did you do it, right? I hate Mysore pak. Even I hate you, okay? But I can't throw you away. I hope you grow up and join Sri Chaitanya, okay? I didn't say that. How will I say that, okay? Let them suffer. and I'm telling you, so kids sometimes, they ask these questions, sometimes the questions confuse you. One kid came to me and, uncle, why is your hair less on your head? Where is all the hair? Come, I'll show. 1 second. I showed him the picture of a time where I had hair on my head. Okay, I used to have curly hair, and so I keep interacting with kids, right? Like so, there's this one friend of mine. She has a daughter, 12-year-old daughter. I keep going to her place and I play caroms with her. Okay, caroms because it's easy to defeat. 12-year-old. And this carom board, the best thing about carom board is if you are losing, you can do this. So, can we start again? So it's very easy, okay. And sometimes you can take the coin and say, where is red? But the kids, I realize, the next generation kids, they are smarter, not like us. They won't end up like us. They will be very happy, They have so much vocabulary. And one kid, the other day, she was like, oh, I'm famished. What, you are what? Famished? What does it mean? And it's like famished, extremely hungry it seems. Like it's like you're dying, like famished. I said, dude, I thought only hungry. If somebody asks me how hungry you are, very. Famished, okay. Now I didn't even know that meaning, okay. I think somebody, my mentor once told, okay, what you feel depends on your vocabulary. Correct only, na? If you don't know some words, you can't feel that feeling only. I don't know famished, so I only feel hungry. I think that's how the world now. Like if you don't know that you are depressed, you'll only feel, I'm sad. But if you know depressed, I'm depressed. Oh, go to therapy. People who don't know therapy, get married. That's how you replace the. It's all the vocabulary game we are playing, okay? So I keep. Once I was playing a game with this girl and carom board and on carom. See, you understood, na? Like flip it. You to. She like I don't have to understand. Every 10 seconds timer is there. I laugh. Okay, so I was playing, and this kid, she looks at me and says, "Uncle, you want to see my mom crying? Hey, oh, what are you going to do, man?" And I said, "Watch me." And she goes to her mom. Her mom, aram se watching reels. Okay, I think watching reels is something all of us as a humanity we have agreed on each other. Okay, we'll just watch reels and waste our time. That's it. None of it. We go to washroom watching reels, coming out everywhere. Okay, what is the time pass? Reels. That's it. I am getting all monkey reels now. Once one friend sent me a monkey reel. That's it. My algorithm now thinks, okay, he likes monkeys. Now I know how monkeys give birth also. Like I'm gone to that. You also like monkey reels, huh? Oh, bakkas fella. Oh, and then she goes to her mom and she says, "Mommy, yeah, you always wanted to be an entrepreneur, right? Yeah, now you are a housewife, right?" The moment she said, "Why are you reminding me?" Then she started crying, okay? Now this girl comes to her, "Uncle, now you want to see you crying? Please." I'm already crying inside, I'll go. And one day I asked my nephew, okay, what is your dream? You know, he was like, "I want to be a pilot." He will be engineer only. But at least he could say that he want to be a pilot, okay? Because when I was his age, you know what my dream was? You know, in Hollywood movies, when hero and heroine, when they cry, they don't just cry. They go to a washroom, they switch on the shower, they put one hand on the wall. It's showering and then they cry in the shower, okay? That's my dream. To cry like that. Because when I was growing up in India, not every household had showers. We only had, like, the only time we had shower was when pipe is leaking. You turn in the direction of the leak and then you wash your body. That's it. That's the only thing. But look at my wisdom, okay? I know there is a time where I'm aiming for shower in my house, okay? I want to have a shower. But I also humble enough to know that problems will be there even then. So I'll cry in the shower only. Okay, that's my dream, okay? I never achieved that only. Sometimes when I travel, I stay in 5-star hotel and all. Shower is there. Pain is not there, no? So when I'm checking out, they give the bill. I say 1 minute. Then I go to shower and then come back. That was. And once I went to my sister's place. At my sister's place, we have this much huge sofa. So one day my nephew, he stood on it, and he was about to jump, but he's very smart. He's not jumping. He's looking at everybody's reaction first. Depending on their reaction, he will decide whether to jump or not. Okay, just exactly opposite to him, my niece was sitting. My niece was like, yeah, jump. They always scold me, now I want them to scold you also. Usually siblings, they have this sadism. How many of you have siblings here? Okay. If something bad happens to your sibling, 80% you will be sad. But 20%, you will be very happy. She deserves it, you know. My sister also asked me, can I marry this guy? Of course. He was not my brother-in-law, some other guy. So, my brother-in-law is like gem. And my nephew, now he looks at my dad, okay? My dad was like, oh, if you jump, you will get hurt. Wow, Einstein, how did you come up with this? And now my nephew looks at my brother-in-law's parents, okay? They were like, good boys don't jump. Some variation of this statement, in some way or the other, all of us would have heard it, right? Like, for example, men don't cry. Women can't laugh like openly. Or women can't go out in the night. Like some variation or the other. Like, for example, men don't cry. This question is for all the men and boys here, okay? When was the last time you cried? When was the last time you cried, sir? Today, 2 days back. 2 years. 2 years. What happened 2 years back? Something happened. You forgot. Happy guy. Okay. When did you cry? Wait, monkey guy. When did you cry? 3 months back. What happened? Qualified CA. Oh, you cried out of happiness. Oh, great. Can we have a round of applause? Wonderful. All the best. So tomorrow, if I need to have some issues with like a CA, like tax and everything, you will help me? You won't try. So this question I asked across the countries, various men and boys, everywhere. Men, they don't remember. Like even if they cry, it's somewhere like 5 years back. One guy thought he's overacting only. I asked him, when did you cry? When I was born. He said, just shut up! No. We men always keep it inside only. We don't cry. Our best friend dies also, we go to the funeral, but we won't cry. We are just... Where is the lunch? Lunch is... You're eating lunch, the salt is too much. Then you cry. On the other hand, this question is for all the women and girls here. Right? When was the last time you cried? You, I know. When was the last time you cried, man? Huh? 3 days back. Okay, wow. Ma'am? You don't... Ma'am? You also don't remember. You guys identify yourself as... Okay. Well, ma'am, when did you cry? Helmet. Yeah. 2 days back. What, you guys know each other, huh? Or if something happened in Bangalore 3 days back? All of you have a common WhatsApp group. Guys, it's time, let's cry. No, I'm telling you, see, women are more happy because they cry and let it go, man. Men, though, we keep it inside. It will goes into our system. And women always remember when they cry. There was one show, one girl told me, May 22nd, 6:23 p.m. One tear started rolling my left eye. At 6:27, you stopped, huh? No. Another tear started. Okay. And the moment I asked this question, all of us assumed that we cry out of sadness only, apart from our CA guy, okay? Clearing CA, you should cry out of happiness, okay? Engineering, we won't cry. We clear, we'll be shocked. We cleared, huh? I didn't write anything only. I just wrote back all the questions. Further, I got 82, wow. Oh, DBMS, okay, fine. We, engineering, none of us cry, okay. And crying out of happiness is such a beautiful thing, okay. Because when I did the show for the first time outside the country in Sri Lanka, no, so I made it happen myself, okay. Nobody helped me. So I was very happy. No, I was very proud of myself, okay. Because I belong to a small town in Telangana called Kottagudem. You heard of it, anybody? Oh, great. See, for a guy from Kottagudem coming to Bangalore itself is a success, okay. That I went to Sri Lanka. That's like nobody in my family ever went outside the country. Nobody. Okay. And my aunt, she still is in Kottagudem, okay. Sometimes she asks me, I'm going to Singapore. Singapore, where is that? Just go up and take right. Just drop somewhere. That's And I went to Sri Lanka, I was very happy, okay. The evening I had a show, that day morning I was happy, I was overwhelmed with tears, okay. Now I wanted to share that moment with somebody. So I called my dad, and my dad immediately picked, why are you crying? I'm happy. If you're happy, you should make others cry. Dad, don't talk like this. My sister took the phone, she was like, tell me where are you, we will come there. How will you come, right? I'm in Colombo, for that also, I should only buy tickets, na? And so we can cry out of happiness also, okay? Now, while my nephew was looking at all these guys' reaction, na, my sister is in the kitchen. From kitchen, she's shouting, okay? If I throw this vessel, na, it will hit your head. First of all, that is a little over-expectation of my sister from herself. Because she is not that good at throwing. Her aim is so bad. She wanted to be an engineer, she did BCom, that bad. And let us say, even if she throws that vessel won't hit my nephew. It will only hit my brother-in-law. I think in the entire all Indian households, every time that the vessel is flowing around, that will only hit the spouse. That vessels are programmed like that, right? I checked it myself personally. There was one time I had breakfast, I was throwing the plate in the sink, it did not fall in the sink. It went, hit my brother-in-law first and came back. All this my nephew also knows. He looks at me and says, ah. Now he wants me to react also, okay? He is looking for my reaction, okay? I'll tell you how I reacted, but before that, I'll tell you one small story, okay? In December 2022, I took a break. Every December, I take break from shows. So I took a break. And during that break, I read this book called Games People Play. Games people play matlab not snakes and ladders ludo, psychological games, okay. We all play psychological games with each other, knowingly or unknowingly it seems, okay. Like for example, what is your name, sir? Sashidhar, very good name. So I can call you Sashi? Okay. Let's say if I ask Sashi, suggest me some venue. I want to do a comedy show in Bangalore. Then he said, hey, why don't you do it in Koramangala Club? Now I heard from different comedians that doing a show in Koramangala Club always goes bad. It doesn't. This is my favorite venue. I'm just giving an example. But just because Sashi suggested, okay, I do the show. And as expected, the show goes very bad. My psychological payoff doesn't come from doing a bad show. It comes from going back to Sashi and abusing him. What kind of a person you are? You can't even give a proper advice. No wonder you cried 2 years back. You emotionless fellow. And when I abuse him, I feel very good. That is the psychological game I am playing. But the interesting fact is, Sashi is also playing a game. When somebody abuses him, he feels good. Now you may say, how is that possible, Raja? All of us, we know at least one person in our lives who keeps getting scolded by everybody, but doesn't say anything back to that person. Because that person thinks to himself, everybody is scolding me because they love me. These people, they grow up and become hero and heroine in Sandeep Reddy Vanga movies. Okay. So useless. So like this, okay. So this is just one game which was mentioned in that book, okay. Like this, there were 30 games which were mentioned in that book, okay. Record entire show, put it on YouTube only, na. Bakwas fellow. Which phone is that? First of all, that's not iPhone also. Which phone is that? Pixel 8? I like Pixel. But bro. Acha Pro, okay. No, what will you do? First of all, the angle is also very... See, sometimes... I'm telling you, because see, sometimes they're so excited to record, but they don't know. Like one guy, in one show, he was recording like this, okay? Like this. This is the angle, okay? Now, okay, you record, but you should check which camera is on, na? Front camera was on. I delete it. No, I'm also scared because sometimes when people record and upload videos on Reels or something, na, see, the people who are watching online, they don't know the context. Na. I may use some word. They will take it personally. I may say Dhoni. Dhoni could be my friend. Dhoni could be my Dhobi. But just because I said Dhoni, comedian said Dhoni, he must have made fun of Dhoni. And they'll get angry on me. Somebody will come and kill me. You won't even care, na? Next day you will post Rip Raja, Rip Raja. Like this, in that book, one game was mentioned. Like this, there were 30 games which were mentioned in that book, okay. I read all the games, all the psychological games. Now, after reading, I am a curious guy. I started doubting myself, did I play any games with anybody? Or anybody played games with me? So I sat down and I wrote all the dramatic incidents which happened in my life, okay. And it took me some 2-3 hours to write. So many dramatic incidents. Engineering, MBA, so many things, okay. I wrote everything. Now I read everything. The moment I read it, I went to washroom, switched on the shower. I kept one hand on the wall. I cried for 15 minutes. But now I'm a curious guy. I want to know more about this book. I want to know more about these concepts, okay. So see, I'm a certified counselor. I'm a certified therapist. I can do therapy. Now I stopped because therapy is very tough. Don't you think so? Because it requires one very important skill called listening. And listening is very tough. Just imagine if I'm counseling somebody and the other person is sharing his or her problems. Sometimes, while you are listening to the problems are not the problems. The person is the problem. But as a counselor, you can't tell that, na. You can't say, you. You just have to empathize. Oh, is it? How did you feel? And sometimes you don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Sometimes you have to say the proper thing, right thing. There was one time like somebody was sharing the problem. I told you deserve it. That's very sad. There was one time, see, when I did this counseling course, I used to maintain 2 mobile numbers with me, okay. One is for my personal use. Another number I used to share with all my family and friends. You have any issues, call me. I will counsel you. Nobody called me. Which means I thought all my friends and family are happy. Okay. After 3 months, out of nowhere, middle of the night, I got a call on that number. I got scared. Who is this? I checked my other number. By mistake, I am only calling Kaibal. Middle of the night, I picked up the call. The voice at the other end goes, I am on a top of a building. I am about to jump. You have 2 minutes to save me. Hey, why are you giving me deadline? Now I can't even say deadline. I am a lousy counselor. But I have to tell that person something. Na? So I told, hey, let's take one step at a time. That's why I stopped counseling. Let people live. That's a good thing. And now, but I know I have a lot of friends who are into therapy and counselors, okay? So I called one of my friends and I asked her, hey, do you know about this book called Games People Play? Yeah, of course. The concepts which are mentioned in that book are called transaction analysis. Let's say, for example, now that I know Shashi, tomorrow I see him somewhere in Forum Mall, okay? I look at him, oh, it's now Nexus Mall, no? Whatever. You guys, I'm old school, huh? Okay, let's say, for example, I saw this guy somewhere in Soniwal Junction, okay? That junction will never go. It was there 15 years back also. It will be there after Sony is gone also, okay? Okay. Okay, fine, I just met him somewhere. Okay? I met him, hey, Shashi, how are you, man? Are you still crying? Okay? And then Shashi looks at me and says, oh, how are you, man? Are you still single? Like this. We will have a small interaction and then we go by, okay? Now, depending on this, where did we speak to each other, from which state we spoke, that is called transaction analysis. Now, I was like, wow, this is crazy. Do you know anybody who uses these concepts and does therapy? I want to talk to that person. So, she connected me to one lady. And she told me, hey, whatever you want to know, you already read in the book. But if you want to experience all that, you can join therapy. Now, I was like, okay, I've come this far. I'll take that step also. I joined therapy. The first session, video call me. She asked, so, what are your issues? I don't have any issues, ma'am. Some people come to my shows and sleep, that's it. But otherwise, the rest all is going fine. Then she told, no, it's okay. Start with some issue. From there, we'll go everywhere. Wow. This much encouragement is there, bolke. So I told her about my engineering love story. Okay. I don't know why you guys... if that girl would have got this much excited, na, I would have married her by now. She married somebody, that guy died also. He did not, I wish. Anyway. Sorry. I need therapy. So I was telling, when he dies, I'll call you, both of us will cry. So I was telling her my engineering love story. While I was telling her, I told her, see, we loved each other, but we are from different caste. And usually for Telugu people, caste is a very important thing. So, and there are a lot of issues happened over that. In fact, I went to talk to her dad also, and her dad told me, the only way this wedding will happen is if I die, you cross over my dead body and take my daughter's hand. I was like, okay, uncle, I'll wait till then. That was such a stupid thing to say. He started scolding me, my girlfriend started scolding me, I started scolding both of them. In between all these things, her mom comes and says, coffee or tea? Bonvita. And eventually the fights kept escalating and eventually we had to break up. I'm sure she must have gone through a lot. Every day they must have scolded her. They would have made her feel bad. She would have cried. And when I was telling all this, my therapist was like, hey Raja, why are you telling about what she felt? Tell about what you felt. Why are you putting her feelings as top priority? Put your feelings as top priority and tell me what you felt. The moment I asked this question, like, oh, dude, this is what I've been doing all my life. Na? We always keep other person's feelings as top priority. A friend wants to meet you. You don't want to meet. But you'll meet thinking that what if he feels bad? And you meet, you feel bad. This happens, right? We always keep other person's feelings as top priority. And how many of you, anybody married in the last 1 or 2 years? Yeah? Okay. Is there a pressure of kids and all from your relatives? Not yet, okay. Don't take pressure also. If you take unnecessary pressure, people do that, okay. When my brother-in-law and sister married to each other, of course. So, One relative, she used to come to our place every 3-4 months. I think she put an alarm, I think. I should go. And she come to our place and she would ask this question to my brother-in-law sister. So, when is the good news? Every 3 months. One day I got frustrated. She came, when is the good news? Come, I'll do. Come, I'll do. She stopped coming after that, which worked in a way, okay. So my therapist looked at me and said, so when that girl left you, what did you feel? How did it make you feel? The moment she asked this question, madam, give me a minute, bolke, I went to washroom, switched on the shower. I cried, but I don't know why she left. I loved her a lot. Even my YouTube password is her name only. I said, Raja, relax, okay. I'll give it to you. You upload the video because you recorded everything, right? Pixel fellow. Just truth. So my therapist told, from now on, in daily life, whatever happens, keep your feelings as top priority. Give importance to your feelings also. That doesn't mean that you don't care about the other person. You do give importance to other person's feelings also. But you have to have a middle path. A friend wants to meet you. You don't want to meet. So it's okay. Give that friend opening act. Ajay will come open and go. He thinks I met him, he thinks I met him. Over, that's it, over. I don't have to spend time with him. Na? Something, you devise some strategy, okay? I have one friend, okay? Every now and then she would come to Hyderabad, outskirts of Hyderabad, and she would call me, I'm in your city. Which means she would expect me to go all the way to her place and meet. I stay at the other end of the city, okay? It takes me 2-3 hours. Sometimes Google Map confuses you also. You go halfway and she'll, another 1 hour. And I used to hate meeting her, okay? Because same conversation every time I meet her. So, when are you going to get married? When your husband dies. I did not say that. What if she feels bad? So, I didn't say that, okay? But I used to hate those traveling 4 hours. Why am I doing this? And finally, now my therapist told, keep your feelings as top priority. My life changed. Because I'm a... Thank you for the dubbing. Because I'm a quick learner. I started implementing immediately, okay? So this friend came again, okay? I'm in your city. I'm not in your city. I moved to Bangalore. I love traffic, no water, I don't take bath. It's a perfect match. And I'm telling you, my life changed. The moment I started keeping my feelings as top priority, suddenly half of the space in my head is gone. Half of the conversations which I'm having in my head are gone. In the second session, my therapist asked, so, how is life? Akka, I'm killing it. What are we learning today? Today, I'll teach you a new concept. Any concept, I'll implement right away. Thank you. She's helping me with the... Do once. Yeah. Oh. Resound I don't need. In the second session, she told, I'm going to teach you something, okay? Yeah, tell me, what are we learning today? And she told me, today, I'll tell you a concept. See, in all our heads, we have 3 states. States, matlab not Telangana, Andhra. Psychological states. We all have 3 psychological states, okay? One is called parent state. One is called adult state. One is called child state. What is the parent state? Parent state is basically all the thoughts, feelings and behaviors which you would have copied from your parents or some influential figures in your life. For example, while you are listening to somebody, you might listen like this. That could be your dad or your mom. You copy from them, not just behavior, thoughts and feelings also. Sometimes my dad, wherever he goes on time. I also go on time, wherever I go. Sometimes I go even before time. That I got it from my mom. Train is at 7. We go one day night before only. Let's sleep in the platform. What is wrong? Such a nice platform. Let's sleep here. You will get used to it. You will be humble. Okay. To be humble, you have to achieve something. We can't just first be humble, okay? So like this, we get all the thoughts, feelings and behaviors from our parents or influential figures, okay? What is a child state? Child state is basically all the thoughts, feelings and behaviors which you felt when you were a kid. Like for example, you are coming to this show. You are a little late, okay? Now as a kid, when you are going to school, you would have taken tension. I'm getting late, the teacher will scold me, whatever. And then you are thinking the same thing, the same feeling you are feeling. I'm getting late. If I go late, that guy will pick on me. He always talks to his crowd. If I go late, he will make fun of me, like this. Okay, and now what is the adult state? Adult state is basically all the thoughts, feelings, and behaviors which are in response to the present situation. Now you are getting tension. Oh, I already got late. That guy will pick on me. Adult state will tell, hey, it's okay. There will be 2 opening acts. They can't pick on you. They don't have jokes also. Raja will come after 15 minutes. We can go aram se. We can crack jokes on the opening acts. Like this. No, that's the adult state. You respond to the present situation. So my therapist told, always keep the adult active. Because in all of our heads, no, there's a critical voice, okay? That's the parent voice only. You wear a shirt, you're looking good. But the parent voice is, oh, you're not looking good. Child also, yeah, I'm not looking good. And then you start acting humble, okay? Adult will say, dude, you're looking great, man. Look at how many girls are looking at you. You should have wore pant also. Something. That's the adult voice, okay? Adult voice is basically the logical voice. Adult voice is basically the kinder voice. Because all of us, we are not kind to ourselves, okay? We have to be kind to ourselves. So adult is the one which will allow us to keep ourselves kind, okay? The moment she said, my life changed because I'm a quick learner, I started implementing immediately. Okay. Thank you for your support, okay? I started implementing immediately. See, in 2019, okay, I came up with 4 activities to do every day. Every day 4 activities. No matter what happens, I have to do every activity for 1 hour. I used to maintain Excel sheet also. If I don't do any activity now, I would mark not done. Not just not done. I'll mark that as a red. One day I open the sheet, entire sheet is red. I did nothing, okay. Now, what are the 4 activities? First activity. Every day meditate for 1 hour. Anybody meditates here? Ma'am, you meditate, okay? You also meditate, sir. Meditating for 10 minutes is tough. 1 hour, what will I do? I want to be Dalai Lama, kya? I can only look like him. If I wear an orange dress, I look like Yogi also. If I wear no dress, Johnny, anyway. So, meditate for 1 hour, what will I do, man? Next activity, every day, read for 1 hour. If I had read for 1 hour in my life, I wouldn't be doing this. I would have started a company and I would ask my employees work for 70 hours. Right? Why will I? Read for 1 hour. The only time I read anything for 2 hours in my life was when my grandfather passed away. I read his will to know where the property was going. It went to his second wife only. Read for 3rd activity. Every day write for 1 hour. How much ever write? At the end of the day, jokes only. Even if I write some great joke, I'll post it on YouTube. One of you will comment, where should we laugh? Laugh in your home only, na? Bakwas fellow. And sometimes some people, they keep sending me hate mail, okay? Not just normal hate, capital letters. Every letter is capital, hate mail. That's the subject line, hate mail, okay? One day he sent me, one guy messaged me, like, you should quit your job. Dude, I quit my job only doing this. If I quit again, this will be inception, na re? Bakwas. Okay, thank you. He sent a hate mail and he was very abusive. You're like, you're a lousy comedian. None of your jokes are funny. You should not do stand-up comedy. Now I got hurt. I messaged him, sir, which joke you did not like? You're like, no, I like all your jokes. I sent a hate mail because you'll reply. It worked only. What can I do, man? And the last activity, every day exercise for 1 hour. This I do religiously. Every day for 1 hour I play badminton. Okay, no matter what happens, I play badminton. Sometimes 740 points, 0 points. My nephew was like, I don't want to play. Play, re. No, I'm just kidding, arre. I'm a professional badminton player. I was a university champion. It was an autonomous university. And there were only 2 people playing. The other guy was on the wheelchair, so we used to call him Stephen Hawking, okay? So when I told this joke, just for every line, parent, adult, child interaction is happening in your head. The moment I said, he used to be on wheelchair, some of you are like, parent voice activated. Should we laugh? This is a wheelchair joke. And then the moment I said, we used to call him Stephen Hawking, he died now, we can laugh. Yeah. Always, the parent adult child always on. All our heads, these 3 states, we keep fluctuating, okay. Now, last year, I went to Singapore also, right. I'll tell you that, okay. But this activity, the way it helped me, okay, now I'm playing with it. Because sometimes it's not possible to meditate for 1 hour. Even if I meditate for 10 minutes, it's done. So done. Sometimes it's not possible to read for 1 hour. Na? Even if I read for 15 minutes, done. Exercise. How can I play badminton when I'm traveling? So I'll walk. Anyway, in Bangalore, if you walk, you reach early. Na? So I walk sometimes. And sometimes writing. How will I write? How can I write? Sometimes I write 1 word. Done. That's the word. And it's done, okay. I'm playing with it now. And last year I went to Singapore, okay. And my parent was become active immediately. Oh, arey, Singapore, everybody is non-veg. How will you get vegetarian food? Now child also got scared. Arey, how will I get vegetarian food? Should I take some upma packets or something? Adult was like, Google, na. So I Googled. There is a place in Singapore called Little India. In Little India, it's exactly like India. Entire Singapore, they follow rules. In Little India, what are rules? No? Entire Singapore, they have a pole, you press the button, traffic stops, you can cross the road. Little India, somebody stole the button. No, they did not. They did not put the pole only. Because somebody put a lungi there. And Little India, okay, it has all Indian restaurants there, okay. Sharavana Bhavan is there. Shanti Sagar is there, right? You cross it, new Shanti Sagar. Anand Bhavan, I had masala dosa there, man. I went to this one restaurant called Komala Vilas. The speciality about this restaurant is when Narendra Modi ji went to Singapore, he had breakfast there itself. I went to the same restaurant. I asked the waiter, dude, show me the same seat where Modi ji sat. I'll also sit in the same seat. Some mass connection will happen. I am a bachelor, he is a bachelor. Maybe eventually I'll also become a PM. And I'll also have an Italian girlfriend. So show me the... The waiter said, sir, Modi ji, na, he doesn't share his seat with anybody. It doesn't matter Rahul or Raja. He took it out. I had such a great fun, okay, in Singapore. I went to Universal Studios, okay. The moment I stepped in, I got a message on my mobile. Another 15 minutes, you have a session with the therapist. I forgot. I took the session from there. My therapist was confused. Hey, where are you? And I'm in Universal Studios. Oh, should we do the session later? No. Did you ever see the Universal Studios? She was like, no. You do the session, I'll show you around. I showed her around. For 45 minutes, she did the session. I asked her, so how was it? Oh, very good. 5,000. This is business, right? And I'm telling you, I had such fun, okay? And last year, see, that's what happens when you keep adult active. Okay, adult active is being kind to yourself. No? Last year, I got a show request. I can't tell the name of the company for obvious reasons. Aparna Constructions, okay. They called me and they were like, hey Raja, we want your show in our company. I said, yeah, sure. I charge half an hour, 1 lakh. They were like, Raja, our entire event budget is 60,000. I said, dude, where is 1 lakh? Where is 60,000? I'll connect you to some comedian who will do it for 60,000. No, we want you only. Dude, 1 lakh for half an hour. 2 days later, he called again. I discussed with my team. First of all, if somebody says that, there is no team. There is no discussion also. We keep using that. That's why in all our team meetings, when somebody says, as discussed, we discussed. Okay, we approve. Whatever you do, we agree with it. Do it. I discussed with our team. We have increased the budget from 60,000 to 75,000. Dude, I'll connect you to some comedian who will do it for 75,000. No, we want Rajasekhar Mamidanna only. I'm Rajasekhar Mamidanna. She is Rashmika Mandana. Both of us are different type of performers. Usually when I speak, my audience understands it. It's not like, I don't do it. After 1 week, the head HR called, okay. That guy, the moment he called, Rajasekhar Garu, the moment he said Garu, I know he's going to negotiate, okay. Our entire family is fan of your pigs. Not my pigs. I don't raise pigs, okay. Tell me what do you want, okay? We have discussed with our team and we have increased the budget from 75,000 to 80,000. Dude, who are you guys? I'm selling vegetables, kya? And that girl, don't think of it like negotiation. Sir, this is negotiation, sir. Don't think of it like negotiation. If you perform for us, we are the industry leaders. The entire industry will know that you have performed for us. You may lose few lakhs, sorry, few thousands, but you will earn in lakhs. Alex, sir, can I ask you one question? Yeah, sure. Let's say if I come to Aparna and I want to buy a flat and you tell me it's 1 crore. Then I tell you, sir, don't think of it like negotiation. But can you give it to me for 80 lakhs? You may lose few lakhs, but my fans are there in UK, US, you will earn in crores, sir. Will it work? No, it won't work. Go for Rashmika only. I did not do the show, okay, but I was very happy. Because 1 year back, this would have been a huge discussion in my head, okay. Parent would have said, okay, yeah, it's such a big company, you have to do the show. And child would have, yeah, what is there? Money will come today, tomorrow it won't be there. Goodwill is important. And adult would have said, why beg it a signal only, na? I would have had a huge discussion with myself, okay. And I would have eventually done the show. I would have felt bad, I would have done the show for 60,000 only, okay. But now, because I kept my adult active, I didn't reduce my value. Anyway, entire world is trying to reduce your value. Why should you do it yourself, right? I stuck to my value. And I was very happy. I was very peaceful. 2 weeks later, I got another show. I performed for Uber. They agreed to pay 1.5 lakh. Uber matlab not drivers. Employees are there. They paid 1.5 lakh. I had such a great time, okay. I went on stage. The first thing I told was 4296. I told him I was trying to book a cab to come here, but your guy kept cancelling it, so I came in Ola. I am shameless, Ray. We take 100% advance before the show only. Because in the show, I can say whatever I want, okay. The HR was asking, how much do you charge? I told her, madam, it depends on whether it is raining or not. If it rains, surge price will be up to them. At the end of the show, I just told them, please give me 5-star rating. Booked a Rapido and I came off. Such a great show, I'm telling you. I had so much fun, okay. The moment I kept adult active, my life changed. That's what we all should do. We just have to be kind to ourselves, okay. Now, coming back to the sofa. Where my nephew was... he looked at everybody's reaction. Okay, finally he looks at my reaction, okay. Now I can react to him in 3 ways. I can react like a parent. I can tell him, if you jump, I'll slap you. Or I can react like a child, yeah, jump, we'll see. Or I can react like an adult. So I looked at him and I asked, dude, how many times have you jumped from this sofa before? My nephew like 100 times, okay. Out of these 100 times, how many times have you hurt yourself? 0 times. Cool, jump. He jumped and he came to me, Mama, nothing happened. Jump again. The moment he jumped second time, my sister threw the vessel. And that day, unfortunately, my brother-in-law was not at home. It came and hit me. And I looked at the vessel, that vessel is filled with dents. Because traditionally, generationally, we are using the same vessel to hit everybody and anybody. Now we need to replace the vessel. But we don't need dents, right? The only way you can replace the vessel and not have dents is if you stop throwing your insecurities at other people. When you do that, that's how you stop generational trauma from passing from one generation to another generation. The moment I said this, my sister came and slapped me. All this thing, tell it to your audience, not to us. That's why I'm doing this show, Thoughts and Feelings. Okay? But I have to tell you one more small story before we leave, okay? So, I think 6-7 months back, I was doing this show in one cafe. There's a cafe called Aromale Cafe in Hyderabad, okay? So, I was doing a show. The show was at around 8 o'clock. At 7:50, somebody called me on my mobile, one of my best friends. And he said something to me which made me very angry. Okay, so I was like boiling with anger, okay? I just needed 10 minutes of time to process what's being said and process that anger. But in 10 minutes, there is a show. So I went into the show with anger. I did the entire show in anger. The show went great because I'm a professional. So audience did not know that I was angry. That way, some of my family members, they call me Shruti Hassan because the face is So now, but I still needed that 10 minutes of time to process my anger, okay? So after the show, I got down. The show was in the second floor. I came down. In that cafe, there's a beautiful lawn, okay? So I was thinking I'll go towards the lawn. I'll sit in the lawn. I have coffee, process that anger, okay? And in that cafe, all the waiters, they are very friendly with me, okay? I crack jokes on them. They crack jokes on me. They treat me like a family member. Sometimes I eat staff lunch with them. So free na. So I do all that, okay. And so as I was walking towards the lawn, one person who works there, she looked at me and said, "How was the show?" Show was very bad. I want to sit in the lawn. And she told, "We are not allowing bad comedians to sit in the lawn." I got angry. You know what? I had like something in my hand. I just, this is the worst cafe in the world. I'll never come to this cafe. Bolke, I walked off, okay. I took my car, drove off, parked my vehicle by the roadside. I got my 10 minutes, okay. I processed what's being said. But I also said something to somebody. So I messaged her, "Hey, I'm really sorry. I'll come tomorrow and talk." She replied with K. Which means she's also angry, okay. So next day I went to Shopper Stop. Okay, I brought a gift voucher. I thought I'll give a gift voucher and apologize. I went to her and said, "I'm really sorry." And she was like, "What happened yesterday?" Yesterday I was very angry. "I'm really sorry." She was like, No, it's okay. You can get angry. We just have to figure out a way to come out of it as early as possible. Whatever she told me now, I'm telling all of you. Every feeling, every thought is valid. Because some of us, we were told as kids that this feeling is not valid, that feeling is not valid, you should not cry, you should not laugh like that, you should not be frustrated, you should not be angry. We were told all these things. And we take it to our heart and we suppress some feelings. I am telling you, every feeling is valid. Every feeling deserves to be expressed. See, I don't know who you are, where you have come from, and where you're going to end up. But I'm going to tell you this. You have permission to feel everything. Think everything. We just have to figure out a way to express all those feelings in a non-destructive manner. And I trust all of you that we will be able to do it. Because we are all doing fine. All of us are fine. I am fine, you are fine. The moment she said this, I went to washroom there only. No, I did not go. That's our show. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys have been a wonderful audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Rajasekhar Mamidanna. Yes!